Welcome, Vibent, to your interview.
Thank you. Hey,
Okay.
well, I'm ready. I'm ready to yap.
Well, let us commence the yappening. So, first question, just like a band-aid, I'm gonna rip it. Do you remember why you said yes?
I couldn't remember. Did you say it the one day where was it? It was not the first day we met, but it was the day of either Fauna's or Gura's graduation or something, or a couple days afterwards. It was sometime in that frame of Fauna. Actually, no, it was Fauna's graduate. It was Fauna's graduation in November, then Gura's, and then Mume's shortly after in like January sometime. You said. I mean, it seemed like a funny bit.
Yeah, there you go. That's what I was looking for. Damn it. Just went on a fucking 5-minute tangent.
We just cut all like the 20 minutes of that.
Why did I say yes? Well, according to our DMs,
Dude, I could have sworn it was in there, but okay. Anyway, funny bit.
do you still like it? Do you still like the funny bit?
I mean, I think it's all right. I don't mind it.
I mean, we are still married.
I think it's a decent bit.
Yeah.
True.
Do you still love me?
Let's just take things slow.
We've been married for like almost a year now. Let's just take things slow. All right, well let's jump right into the next question here, because I have something for you, and something that I've been wanting to bring up for a very long time now. And I don't know if you remember this, rather, but you were actually part of the first group that I've met in this game.
Right. Because it was with Ame number 1, and I think Cobalt Spectre was there as well in the aquarium.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when we ran into you and Ray. Ray, I think, was in a clone trooper avatar at one point that he swapped to from the dragon. And we chatted a little bit about you being a chum bud, liking Gigi. Yep.
Right.
I remember that. I do remember. Actually, that is like the one I remember the most, I think.
I think it's pretty funny because as you'll see if you decide to watch the video, I described that the only purpose for me having this headset, the only reason why I got into VRChat to begin with, was to check out the HoloLive aquarium, and then after that I had no purpose. I had no purpose to return. So that was
right.
Crazy. You very nearly escaped me, but now you're stuck with me. So.
That's true.
So now I'm very curious, because I've been wondering this entire time. Who decided to go to the aquarium, or was there a reason to go to the aquarium that day? Because no one was graduating. I know.
No one was graduating. I think it was just a late evening, and it was definitely before. I don't think it was Fauna's graduation. I don't know if it was before or after Fauna's grad. I'll be honest.
I feel like it was before.
But after you think it was before, eh? Okay.
Maybe. I don't know.
If it was before, it would have been in between, because Fauna announced her graduation at the end of November, and then Ame graduated in start of September. So it would have been between September and the end of November, which is pretty tight. I don't know, but I think we definitely met before Gura's graduation.
Oh no, absolutely. I feel like we also met before Ame's graduation. Or no, not before Ame.
No. Ame was gone by then. Ame was gone. It was sometime between Ame and Gura's graduation, at least, or announcement of graduation.
Absolutely.
So sometime between that frame of like. It was like end of January, so somewhere in between there. But right, I think it was just kind of around that time I kind of had a feeling of just like, I want to yap with more people about HoloLive. And so I'd go into the aquarium, kind of hang out a little bit and just see if anyone would join, or if I saw some people in the public lobby, I'd just kind of join. Because I don't know, I just never really got out to actually chat with other VTuber fans. And that's something I kind of regretted not doing sooner. Like even today, for example, like I actually got to go out and just kind of meet with some guys, meet some other people, and just kind of chat about our Oshis and chat about and learn about their Oshis and just kind of shoot the shit, you know? It was actually just really nice, and there's always a little. But I was new to VRChat, so it was always like a little bit awkward. So like VTubers is like an easy way to break the ice. There's that easy common ground. And that's why I always ask, like, oh, you into VTubers or something or other. Because it's just something easy, like, oh, we were kind of like in that same mindset in a ways. And Ame number 1 was definitely one of those guys that I ended up meeting sometime in that. It was like in the Ame graduation, like, dude, sometime in the Ame graduation, like meeting that guy, I think with like, oh, it's like meeting those extroverted people that are like, oh yeah, like, hey, how's it going, dude? Like, I just easily join them, or they can join me, and it's like we just shoot the shit and start yapping about random things, and other people would just kind of get drawn in as well. So I think that was definitely a turning point. Meeting, like, going to the aquarium, meeting Ame number 1, and then just kind of starting those like random joins, like just to kind of see if anyone was interested in chatting. Really, I think it was probably one of those nights where. Yeah.
Look at you now. You're in Hollow Gang. You're
That's true. It's.
I wouldn't say founding member.
I still. No, dear Lord, no, I'm definitely not founding member. At least I think it was DeCool who invited me actually during one of their like karaoke nights or something. Invited me in, and that was like I was very like I don't really join Discord groups all that much kind of deal, and I'm happy I did. I mean, I still feel a little bit like an outsider in ways. I don't know. I still feel like that's just my own personal thing. I don't know. It's very hard for me to kind of like get myself to like insert myself in, because I feel like everyone's kind of got their own groups already and people that they like to chat with. So it feels awkward to just kind of like sit down at the lunch table of a group of people. So. But I do appreciate everyone being like open to like, oh, hey, Vibent, how's it going, and stuff like that. So I'm very appreciative of that.
You're welcome. You're always welcome. And I mean, take a page out of my book. I approach people and ask them to get married before I even say hello. I would argue, me personally, that you don't give yourself enough credit, because you're a very passionate person when it comes to Hololive and VTubers to begin with. So I feel like if you take that energy and put it into greeting other people that share those similarities with you, I feel like you'd pop off. Not to mention, you're a very likable person. You got a great voice. You're Canadian. You like VTubers. You got like three S tier things right there.
Hey, no, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah. So, let's talk about your ring. Funny, quirky ring.
Yeah.
You mentioned earlier that you do you regret never finishing the texture for it?
Maybe a little bit. Like, at the very least, I want to put the screen on it.
Hey, can I be completely honest?
I at least want to put the screen on it. Sure.
I just like how it is. I like that it's unfinished.
You like how it is, eh? Okay, that's fair. I guess it is like the most different.
But you, this is your ring, to be fair. So if you ever want to finish it, I'm not gonna stop you. If you ever send me a texture, I will update it.
Okay.
But
no, that's fair, man. That's fair.
Now, here's a question revolving around the ring. If you were to change the ring, because fortunately you were one of the earliest ones to acquire one of the fingers, so you have the finger. If you were to change the ring, though, if you were, would you?
I don't really think so, no. I think I'd keep it the way it is. Like, I like the old computer. I like that kind of like retro sort of retrofuturism. So or maybe I'd try to make it a little bit blockier, maybe in some way. I don't know. Marathon has taken a hold on my brain, and that kind of aesthetic that they've got going on is like, ooh, I like it. I really do like it. It is taking a grasp on my brain, dude. And it's like, I'd probably modify it slightly to look slightly more Marathon-esque in like the current aesthetic that they've got going, but it'd look pretty similar.
And I'm also very happy with it. It's because you took the time to make it as well. Like you actually sat down in Blender and you created this. It's very like it has extra meaning to it, you know. Like you poured more of your heart into making it for me, your wife that you love, right?
Yeah.
Very convincing. Yeah, sure. From the very beginning, with every single husband or wife that has joined the ranks, I've always had one goal in mind for each and every one of you, and that is to give you as much love as humanly possible. Do you think I accomplished such a thing?
I'd say so. Like, I do appreciate being able to jump in and like, hey, there's someone that I know that I can just hop in and just yap with and chat with. Like, during, like, if I see them online, I'm free to jump in and just chat with them about whatever, like, random VTuber thing going on and stuff. So actually just having someone who's just, like, down to just to yap about VTubers in some way, it feels nice. It feels cool. Like, I've chatted with a few other people here and there, but like, you're just so much easier to chat with when it comes to anything like VTuber related. Like, you're just like very easy to bounce off of, like, oh yeah, you like this thing, oh yeah, I like this thing, and just kind of like do that sort of like yeah, you're very engaged with the conversation, and like interested in hearing what I have to yap about, and I'm interested to hear about like what you have to yap about. So it's very easy to just sort of like have a good conversation with you. So yeah, no, I've always enjoyed it.
It definitely helps that VTubers is probably one of the things that I'm most passionate about, but you know.
That's fair. That's fair.
It's but no, yeah, I feel like, because if you ask me, I'm a very closed off person, if you're willing to believe it. I like to keep my problems as close to my chest as possible, and I don't like to speak about said problems, because a lot of my problems are just first world anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But I guess my own little therapeutic way of dealing with such a thing is to talk about the stuff that I like, which, as you know, is mostly VTubers, and then everything surrounding VTubers. So it's definitely easy to yap about them. That's for damn sure.
I feel like sometimes I yap about my problems a little bit too. I don't hold mine as close to my chest, so I apologize if I've just randomly trauma dumped as well. Of course, like my reason for me, yeah, like enjoying VTubers and stuff is a pretty, I don't know, I've got a pretty personal issue or like thing that happened in my life that's why I'm like so latched onto them in a way, or yeah, just latched onto VTubers.
Do you wish to share for the record? Because I'm pretty sure you mentioned it before to me. But...
Yeah, no, I totally don't mind, honestly. Yeah, like I was writing it up the other day, just sort of like I just want to put these feelings down and the experience and whatnot about like why have I still latched onto VTubers? Because I very much have the personality of I'll be into a thing for a couple months and I'll drop it, whether it's a video game or a hobby or anything like that. That tends to be what I do. But VTubers, I got into them in late 2020, and about 5 years previously, my mom ended up dying, passing away suddenly. So there was a lot of unresolved grieving that I had. So I was just kind of on autopilot a lot of the time. I decided, okay, I'd enjoyed this thing in high school. Let's try to do it for a career, which was 3D modeling. And I went to university in Lethbridge, and I think I took that as a way to kind of get out of the city, to do my own thing, just to kind of be on my own, and just not wanting to be in the hometown I grew up in. So I got to Lethbridge and whatnot. I was just kind of on autopilot, I think, for like the next few years. Like I was just kind of cruising, and I wasn't really making progress in my mind, at least. Like looking back on it, I don't think I was making a lot of progress, like whether it be life or skills or like emotional development. I was just kind of going through the motions. And then 2020 happened, got into VTubers and whatnot. Hey, this is kind of fun. Girl DMs, her funny meme account is now reposting VTubers and stuff and whatnot. And that ended up down the indie hole, and through the indies, I ended up getting into Hololive, Gargura, Kiryu Coco, and whatnot. And then enjoying 2020, and I went into 2021, and Kiryu Coco announced her graduation. And yeah, it was nice. It was emotional. I did tear up at the very end of it. Like, oh damn, that was really nice. I kind of understood the graduation now of like what happens with VTubers. And then Kanata launched her cover. It was Song of the Beginning at the End by Supercell. And that song, it honestly broke me. It brought back a lot of memories, a lot of the feelings and whatnot of my mom passing. And it was probably the second time that I had properly just broken down after my mom passed. The first time was the anniversary the year after, and that's when I was talked to a padre about the whole thing. I was in Gimli doing glider training, and that's when I had that conversation with him. But yeah, the second time was in 2021, I'm pretty sure. I think it was early to mid 2021 when she graduated. And that's, yeah, when I had that moment. And I think a lot of that really helped me to sort of put things in perspective and really kind of helped me get on the process to properly grieving and moving forward. And it wasn't just uphill from there. No, I still had periods of just spiraling after that. But I think that periods of spiraling, I always kind of came out a little bit better after that. And just kind of grew a little bit. And then I hit arguably, I think, like the rock bottom in 2024 at the very end, because ended up breaking up with the girlfriend, ended up losing my job, and Fauna graduated, of course, as well. And that was all in the same week. So, but it was a lot of stuff that helped put me things in perspective. Like, it wasn't just like one thing like stemming. It was like a lot of like worries about my future, worries about career, and wanting to like, hey, I'm doing all these things, I'm working out, I've got the girlfriend, etc., etc. It's like I'm not feeling better about this, but I wasn't doing the things properly. Like I needed the reset. But I think at the very end of it, like out of everything that happened, I've definitely grown and learned from everything, and I can confidently say that I think I am in a happier place now because of getting into VTubers and just kind of everything from there. And like like even just like from a lot of, I noticed a lot of like Callie's songs, like Murray Calliope's songs, are about just kind of, hey, you can't have the good without the bad, and it's the bad that makes the good as it is. You can't have light without dark. And it's truly those dark times that make me truly appreciate the good times and the good moments, whether it's with family, whether it's with friends, whether it's just in my alone time. And I mean, I'm not perfect. Like, I still doom scroll. I still waste time doing this or this, and I don't spend time actually enriching myself and doing things that I want to do. But I'm able to truly appreciate the moments and think hard about those now. And I think, yeah, having not gone into VTubers, I probably would have figured it out, but this is the path I followed. This is what I've gone into, and it's truly something I'm interested in and I find joy in. Is it a little strange? Oh yeah. VTubers are a little weird, in my opinion. I'm pretty introspective and self-aware of all that. But yeah, touche. It's, yeah, sure, it might make things a little interesting if I try to go back to dating and like, hey, VTubers, it probably has limited my dating pool quite a bit. And you know what? I wouldn't have it any other way because I want to try to get with someone who's also interested into at least anime. At the very least anime. At least anime. But at the same time, it's like, it's something I enjoy and I want to truly enjoy this thing. And I think there's nothing more manly than being true to oneself and knowing what you want in life, in my opinion.
That's real.
That's kind of the path I want to take. And yeah, no, that's the story of how I kind of got into VTubers and what it means.
I'm genuinely glad that you're on this path, because I feel like if not for that, I wouldn't have met you. So, good job, well done. And I do appreciate you as well, man. Honestly, like, as I said, like, it's hard to kind of get into VRChat. Like, VRChat's always been kind of, of course it's got that stigma, but it's like, I ignore it because like I'm able to kind of meet people who are also into VTubers. And just having someone like yourself who's just really easy to chat with about something I love to chat about, like it's easy, I guess. I don't know. It's like I really want to yap with others in the same way that I yap about VTubers like with you, but it's like it's not the same, I guess. I don't know. Maybe because a lot of the people that we know are gooners.
That might be the case. I don't know. That's the thing too, is like I don't feel like a gooner. When it comes to anything like VTuber related, I don't goon to my Oshis.
Yeah, that's
like
fair.
I feel like I'm such an anomaly when it comes to that in some way. I don't know. It's like I'll appreciate a good Naoko Mama, Naoko Mama art, or some sexy crony art, or maybe like I can appreciate it, of course, but I'm not. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not goon to it. I don't know. I tend to keep the things I goon to and the things I enjoy casually, like a hobby or whatever, like my interests. I tend to keep it pretty separated. Is it healthy? I don't know, but it's like, I don't know. That's just the way I do things.
No, I'm joking. Well, shit. I don't want to lose this thought because and I also didn't want to interrupt you because you were kind of you were in on it. But when you mentioned Mori Calliope and her music, her favorite song of mine is Lose Lose Days, which is pretty much exactly how you described. You can't have the good without the bad. Can't have the bad without the good. I like that. So my last question for you is, do you wish to stay married?
Well, now that you bring it up, but anyways, yeah, no, I'm chill. I'm chill with it.
Okay, cool. And you love me, right?
Oh yeah.
Like love?
Yeah.
Like love? Okay, so the last person asked for me to ask you is, for a week, let us imagine that there is a very safe location underwater, a building that has been made specifically for you, that is underwater, that is made entirely out of glass. But like the good thing about this glass is that it can withstand that high pressure. And it is as deep into the ocean as possible. And there are no lights. The only lights that are available to you are the ones that are able to guide you from one location to the next within this building. So for a week, would you be willing to stay under there? Like, you have food and water, you got like YouTube and whatever, but you are alone. You are alone down there.
Oh. Like, no contact to outside world.
Nope.
Do I get anything out of this?
You do. I was hoping you would ask. I've then very quickly followed it up with, are they gonna be down there just for no fucking reason? No, you get a very handsome payout. You get I guess however much money you would need in order to be down there for a week.
I mean, if I've got YouTube, sure.
That's what I said. Yeah, I was
like, is it just YouTube, or is it just like, oh, you got other streaming services to watch too?
You can have YouTube. You got Twitch and Netflix and whatever anime site.
Well, fuck. It's not like it's too cold or too warm or anything too. It's like climate regulated, you know?
Yeah, no, like you're not gonna freeze or melt in there.
I'm able to stretch out and all that. Am I able to stand, or am I only crouching or laying down? Or
dude, it's like a big place. Like you are in a like you got multiple rooms. You got like a kitchen, couple bathrooms, couple bedrooms. You're not like enclosed.
Oh, heck yeah. Yeah, no, I'd absolutely do that then in that case. Like, sure, maybe I don't have contact to buddies or anything like that, but if it's only for a week, and I got food and all that, and I got like entertainment and stuff, I'd say that'd be like a very interesting experience. Sure, there's the crushing darkness of the ocean around me, but at the very least, it's like, I think that's pretty cool. I'm secure in there. I'm safe. I've got stuff to take my mind off things. Yeah, fuck yeah.
You wouldn't be absolutely terrified by the idea of just constantly being watched by like some eldritch horror floating around in the depths? Okay.
Not really. Not really, I don't think. I don't see that being a thing. So
that's you. If it were me, listen, I love the ocean, but I also hate the oceans.
I played Subnautica. I looked at the open ocean in Subnautica, and I was like, you know what? Fuck no. That's terrifying. The friggin' Leviathans, dude? No.
And maybe the Leviathans don't exist down there, but what about literally everything else in Subnautica?
Yeah. But
not for me.
It's like, you know what? That's because I know Subnautica has the dangers. It's like, I know something's out there that is going to kill me because I hear it.
Exactly.
When it's just like us in the open, if it's just me in the open ocean like that, like I'm sure I could figure things out.
So, follow-up question. How much money would you want to be paid to have to go down there? Like, what's your... I don't know, and be reasonable too. Don't ask for like $1 bajillion.
Yeah, no, understandable. Honestly,
I'd do it for like $20.
Yeah. If it's for ideally at least 500,000.
Wow. $500,000 to do that.
Maybe 100,000.
I don't know. I feel like I wouldn't even go past 4 digits. If I'm gonna be honest. Sounds, because I'm pretty sure the last guy.
I guess, yeah.
He said it's like an experience, like something more to just like.
No, you're honest.
Live out.
You're honestly right. Yeah, like it's more of an experience. Like, you're just going down there for like a week to do that. Like, I'd probably I probably could do that for like, hey, you're going down for a week for like 5K.
Yeah, no.
I probably could even do it. I probably could even do it for $5,000. Like, it's not like too, yeah, like couple K. Honestly, yeah, that's not too bad. That's not too bad.
Like you're safe. You got food. You got all the bare necessities. I feel like the only thing that would worry me is kind of getting like a little too close to the glass and having just these gigantic eyes looking back at me. Fuck.
Well, okay, if something was out there, then that's a little bit more. If something's out there, I was like, that's a little bit more. If I'm reenacting Iron Lung down there, like, maybe not. But you know, it's like if it's just like our ocean, then like, yeah, no, I'm probably good.
Okay, well, have you thought of a question for the next person then?
Oh dear.
You can take your time on this.
It's just like anything. Just anything.
Yeah.
Like any question.
Any question?
Okay. If the person is a VTuber fan and they've not described how they've gotten into VTubers, ask them, how did they get into the rabbit hole? How did you get into the rabbit hole, and how would you say they've influenced your life?
Unless you have any questions for me, I feel like this concludes our interview.
I don't think I have. Yeah, I think if anything, it'd be like, hey, what are your first impressions? I guess. What were your first impressions of me?
Of you?
If you remember, if you remember at all.
But what?
Because I have my notes on you.
Really?
Yeah, like whether it's like when we first met, like the very first time in the aquarium, or the second kind of like running into you like sometime after Gura's graduation or before Gura's graduation, surely before.
No,
were there any of those instances?
That's a great question, I would love to share it with you, because I remember meeting you in the aquarium with Ray that fated day. I do remember thinking that you were the most interesting out of the bunch, although Ami number 1 was a very close second. But you
really?
Oh no, yeah, I could call it an intuition or some sort of vibe. Upon speaking with you, and with my famous intuition, I came to the conclusion that you are a pretty awkward dude. Don't take offense to it, because I'm definitely just as awkward. But when it comes to the things that you love and the things that make you happy, you could yap for hours, and I feel like that's it's a beautiful trait, and I wish that sort of trait were in a lot more people, because I feel the best way to properly make yourself known as a person, or to set a good first impression or leave a lasting impression, is to go into the things that make you happy, and I think you do that well. I'm glad you were the first group I met on VRChat, because shortly after I met a whole bunch of assholes.
Oh, you did, eh? Oh.
I went to that public chess world.
Like that.
There was like an N-word here, a slur there. But I was just trying to play chess. I was just trying to move the pieces around. And let me hear about your username, because I feel like more times than not, you tend to use the word vibe a lot, and I don't know if you do it intentionally, but like it's in your name.
I don't. I absolutely don't. I mean, it's just kind of like, I feel like it's in regular everyday vocabulary nowadays. If you're like if you're like into gaming and stuff, like you use the word vibe a little bit here and there. It's not intentional on my part at all. And that's the thing is, so it's because of I've been friends with these group of guys since middle school, and we have a Discord server. And every so often, the Discord server will kind of go through like a theme change. So one of the guys will just like rename everyone to like a certain theme or some random thing or whatever. Like, I don't know. Like sometimes he just kind of ends up changing the usernames, and some other guys also modify the usernames as well of each other some way sometimes. Like at one point it became a Suicide Boys themed server, so everyone was named after all the band members of Suicide Boys.
Let's call them Sudoku
Oh yeah,
Boys.
it's a band. Suicide Boys
is a band.
And then another one became another one is like a 1,000, like 100-year journey, or it's some story, some book, and we named after all the members of like all the characters in the storybook. And there was another book as well that we are currently named after. I can't remember the name of it. It's something Chronicles, not Narnia Chronicles. It's some other sci-fi book. I'm sure if I read it out, you could find the characters. But anyways, my name Vibent came from that, and none of us know who changed it to Vibent. None of us can figure out when my name was changed to Vibent and who made the change to Vibent. I was like, but we can all agree that it's a really good username.
I think so.
And I used my old username. Like my old username that I always used to be G Nanting. Like just letter G and then Nanting. Nanting. So I would have used just G Nanting or Nanting. In middle school, it was a scrambled word. Like, you know, like a crossword or whatever.
Nanting
was a scrambled word. Like, it wasn't an actual word. It was just like the scrambled letters in this crossword. At that time, I was like, I need to get a username or whatever. I looked up Nanting. It's like, wait, on this crossword book at the time. It's like, it was in the back of my mind. I need a username. And Nanting was was just like a scrambled word. But Nanting, I think, was taken on like Xbox Live. So I ended up putting a G in front of it because that's the starting letter of my last name. Wow. So Gnanting or G Nanting was my original username, which I think Vibent is still a better... I think it's a better username.
I love Gnanting, though.
You love Gnanting?
Like a word for like galloping.
Hey, if I had gone into Uma, it would have been perfect.
God, that's so funny.
But yeah, I just like everyone's like, hey, Vibent's like a good username. It's like I was having doubts about my current username at the time, so like, you know what? Let's change it. Let's change it to Vibent, and it's been Vibent ever since.
Yeah, no, that's a very like because a lot of people like to use like other words to like mash their name together and make it pretty funny, but I feel like Vibent is a very like creatively uncommon name that is pretty cool, honestly. that origin story is nuts, by the way.
Oh, I appreciate it. Thanks. It's
like someone came in there.
I'm glad
like,
to hear
joined
this.
the server, change your name, and then left. Not a trait.
Oh no, it was like a closed server, so like no one was coming and going or anything. It was just like the group of boys,
and no one
someone
knows?
changed it, and it was
one of those motherfuckers did it.
Was changed. It was like no one can remember exactly. Like apparently no one can remember it. Like even we got like someone might have been drunk one day and ended up changing them all or something like that. And it was like too far after the fact that it had been changed that we couldn't go into the audit log to figure out who had changed it.
God.
So it's just like one of those memories. But it was either Vibent or scrim. Scrim would have been the other one, but instead of an I, it would have been a Y.
Scream.
Scrim. That's my backup one. That, or I'd steal my other buddy's username, and it'd be Oatmeal Bog.
You know what? I really like Vibent. I think Vibent is great, and you should probably stick with Vibent.
You don't like Oatmeal Bog?
No, can't say I do. Sorry, not a huge fan of Oatmeal Bog. Kind of makes me want to throw up.
I feel like that's a good that's like a good throwaway one. That's like a good throwaway username you'd use for like a random Fortnite, a random game, like a random like friend swap game. You'd log in with the buddies on like at 11 p.m. Like, hey guys, we got this new friend swap game, and everyone just renames their usernames to whatever like random thing. I think Oatmeal Bog is a great one for that application. I'm gonna use it next time.
Nope. You should.
I'm gonna use Oatmeal Bog.
Nope, I'm not gonna remember that. Who the hell's Oatmeal Bog?
Okay.
I suppose that concludes it then. Do you have anything that you wish to say to the YouTubes?
Find some whimsy in your lives. Find some whimsy.
Yeah, I'd say.
Whimsy make things better.
Yeah, hell yeah. Do something funny.
Embrace the whimsy. Damn it, I don't have a middle finger.
Yippee, rock on!